Another sort of area here in Koh Samed, a whole bunch of resorts here on the beach. Looks awesome, actually. The water's so nice. Just gonna say, here in Koh Samed. Fabian or our friends told us that there's an Aussie bar up here, so yeah, we're just going out to check out this Australian bar. But we're just walking along the water. Wish I learned about this shortcut earlier yesterday. Looks awesome. Just the walk's nice. I was pretty dumb walking up on the steep hills when I just could have been walking along the ocean yesterday. But I guess you learn as you walk along Koh Samed here. I love it though, every little beach has just got resorts all along it. And as you're walking too, all on Koh Samed here, you've got cabins. So if you like that sort of cabin lifestyle right on the water, with a direct view of the beach, yeah, this place may be perfect. Let's walk down. See, right on the water. Oh yeah. Well, oh, you got some nice cabins here. Another nice resort on the water here. Well, trying to get my sandals wet. Look at that, you got cabins straight ahead too, up on the hill there. If you want that full beach view every morning when you wake up. So yeah, you've got a lot of options here in Koh Samed, depending on how you want to have your holiday. Again, the only negative is that no ATMs here. So either you've got to have a Thai bank account, maybe a credit card, and yeah, carry some cash on you. Just saying. Yeah, if you have got a Thai bank account, it's easy because you can just do scan pay on the island here. Just very surprised, not a single ATM. But yeah, gotta love that. That water looks so clear along here. Ah, here we go. Got to walk up a different way to get to where we need to go. So yeah, you've got many styles of accommodation here. Here again, you've got cabins. And seems to be a few resorts set up like this, just little cabins by the beach. But they look pretty good. Oh yeah, they look very comfortable to rent. Got to do a bit more research next time I come here. Back. I thought it was a shortcut. May not be a shortcut. I don't know. But now it's hiking through the bush. I suppose one bonus is it's not in the sun. It's not too steep. I swear it doesn't matter where you go in Koh Samed, you always find somewhere to chill and relax. So behind us we found this Western bar as we were walking around, and yeah, just sitting here having a good yarn and chilling, relaxing, getting cocktails. But yeah, look at this area here. Absolutely beautiful here in Koh Samed. Now I know how easy it is to get here. I'll probably come back here a few more times just to go exploring. Next time I'm thinking, Maybe I'll rent a motorbike and just spin around the place. But gonna go back and have my cocktail now. Now there's a chilled vibe here. Continuing to walk along this beach. Gonna go swimming soon. Gotta love it here. Apparently Koh Chan's better. I think that's gonna be my next stop in the next few months. One at a time. Look at this wharf. Awesome. Just look at that. You could jump off there and have a bit of a swim at the end of it. It's cool. Better catch up with the others. Oh, gee, they don't stop for you. Oh. It's funny, in Australia, I think most Western countries, everything has to be so structured at resorts. Where here it's anything, they just set it up for you to relax. No pressure. Coming. Beautiful. So another resort area. There. Really good. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of Russian accent here. A lot of people speaking Russian and Chinese. A lot of tour groups, I think. That's where we're leaving from. Love it. So here's the name of one of the resorts here, which is right on the water. And these are sort of cabins that you can get here. And just look at it. That's what you're going to get if you're staying in these cabins here. Give you context what this sort of tourist area looks like. And this is where our friends Fabian and Raphael and Aura are staying. Yeah, I can see Anne there in the distance, walking back to the hotel. But this place is all resorts and restaurants all along here. I think I might rent some kayak out later to actually check out the local area. Yeah, might go out in the water, get the GoPro. But gee, you gotta love this. I don't think Anna's noticed me yet standing out here on the wharf. But or I can see them both in the distance. Don't know where they're walking. Now they notice me. No, I can't zoom in. So, I can't take photos, it's video. No. See, I get the funny bits on video. water. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. What we were actually accessing here was the free kayaks from our friends' resorts, and we're going for a bit of a boat ride out into the water. But then we just parked our kayaks on the side of the water, and we just went for a swim and dived in. And I was just filming with the GoPro, swimming with it, just checking out the area, because I wanted to see whether there was any decent sort of snorkeling area here. There wasn't much to see underwater in this area, but it was just really relaxing, just swimming in the water. So this is the underneath the water where we were swimming. And you can see there, yeah, there's a few fish. The bottom of the water here is just covered in rocks, and it is quite deep water. And like I was extending the stick on my GoPro just so I could get closer to the fish at the ground levels. So there wasn't a huge amount of marine life, but it was around. And you could enjoy just a little bit of a snorkel, but the water was just so nice to swim in. I really enjoyed just having a splash in this area. And yeah, that's a cool little fish. I was trying to just see whatever little weird things I could find when I was swimming under there. I don't know what those jelly type things are, probably jellyfish of some sort. But yeah, you could tell the water wasn't too bad. It was reasonably clear underneath when you're swimming. So if you're after a bit of a snorkel in some of these sort of resort areas, it's quite enjoyable to go swimming. No, for YouTube. No. So just come to another area of Koh Samed on the island. And this area is apparently pretty good for snorkeling. I think Anne said she rented some snorkels here from local national parks when they came here. She said there's a lot of fish in here. It's very nice to swim in. And so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to take the GoPro underwater and see what I sort of can capture swimming in this area. But it looks very beautiful, must admit. Yeah, very nice indeed. Now, it looks like there's another island out to the distance there. I wonder which one that is. I don't think it's Koh Samed. Oh, I'm curious now. Looks like there's a whole building out there. I don't know what that is. On the distance there you see that sort of building. Probably a resort or maybe a research station or something, who knows. But yeah, beautiful. So there is toilets here where you can get changed if you're carrying your swimmers on you. There is a private resort up there on the hill as well. Life jackets, scuba, if you want to rent stuff. So here's the resort right on the beach. And the name of this particular place is Prao Bay, Thailand. Prao. There you go. Prao Bay. Correct pronunciation there. Well, the resort looks quite beautiful in this area. Be a nice private resort to stay on. Looks like they've got good swimming pools as well. Got a bar there at night, by the looks of it. Of course, you got the beach right next to you. Yeah, Prao Beach. Oh, I do like this resort. Have some nice cabins on the hills there. Nicely set out. Yeah, it looks really beautiful, this particular place. Yes, we should check the price for this one. Yeah, 1 or 2 nights may be worthwhile exploring. Looks like a bit of a bar further down here. Let's go check out the bar. Got these sort of beachside bar areas as well where you can sit and have a beer or just chill by the beach. And once check this place out, let's go sit and have a drink. So just decided to stop and have a drink at this place. And yeah, you got your coffee, teas. Give you an idea of prices here just for iced coffee and tea. Or you go for your tropical smoothies here. It's quite nice, the smoothies. You got a lot of juices, soft drinks, beer. Ooh, beer. Cocktails. 350. So 350 baht, 290 baht for your cocktails. More cocktails, so they're about 250 baht here for a cocktail. Not bad really, in the scheme of things. Oh, they do look nice, the cocktails here though. Ah, and there's the place. You go after its details. So this place here, we just took the business card for it, and you can see the details there. Now that's 2,800 a night, I was saying, per room, and that's including the speedboat pickup from the pier and drop off back to the mainland. And also it includes buffet breakfast at this place. It's got a good menu, good food menu, restaurant here as well. And if you're looking over there, there all the sort of rooms are all spread out around this resort, and sit out here and completely chill. As well as over there, you got access to boards. You can go out on the water and do some snorkeling as well in this area. And apparently it's got a beautiful sunset. And of course, free Wi-Fi here. So yes, decided to order the banana pancakes. They look absolutely delicious. Bit of cream, bit of chocolate ice cream, bit of vanilla. And just enjoying it by this beautiful view here at Kerala Coco Resort. So it looks like there's about 3 resorts here. You see a whole bunch of cabins that go up the hill there. And then you've got another resort over here called the Ao Prao Resort. Is that how you pronounce it? Ao Prao Resort. So here's another one.
Not small.
They look like big rooms up there. Yeah. Here's another one. Looks like it's got swimming pools as well in it. Got some nice cabins. It's got seating areas on the beach as well. So yeah, another private place here. Yeah, quite beautiful. This one's in the shade too, so you're not going to get as much of the heat. But yeah, it looks like a pretty good resort. It's got a restaurant down the end there, it looks like, as well. But yeah, beach massage. Yeah, there's a restaurant down there. So we're going to walk down here. Got your swimming pool. People chill out. Oh yeah.
I would like to check the price. But you don't want to check with the Agoda.
No, I don't want to check with Agoda. Price is probably a bit up. Buzz Restaurant, O Restaurant, Spa. But you've got to love these resorts, these 3 along here. Food's going to be a little bit more pricey than the area where we're staying. But it is a private beach, not as busy with tourists, and quite chilled. And of course you've got the boards, as well as kayaking included in this particular resort. Got a kid out there doing some kayaking on their boat. But yeah, the Kerala Coco looks nice. definitely can't knock this place. It's beautiful. And happy hour cocktails between 4 and 7 p.m. Buy 2 plus 1 free. Nice. Again, there it is. The Kerala Cocoa Resort. Love this area, absolutely beautiful. And this one's the Buzz Cocoa Club. So there you go. All the resorts along here look really nice. Here's another one. Yeah, beautiful tropical feel to the place. Look at the way they've done the plants. This one's got a swimming pool as well. And cabins again, as you can see up there. Easy walkway to the beach. So we decided to get into this Prow Beach and do a bit of snorkeling. So Anne was just standing in the water and she said, "There's fish all around me. Get underwater with the GoPro and tell me what's there." So I got under the water here with the GoPro and I just started filming around her legs going, shit, there's a lot of fish there. I don't know why they were circling around her at the time. But yeah, it was pretty cool just seeing all the fish in one location here. And but it is a national park, the whole of Koh Samed, and they do let you rent the snorkel gear, which we did at the time. But yeah, it was just really cool just seeing this little section here of fish all colliding around her. I don't know, maybe they thought she had food on her or something. I have no idea why they were all there. But it was just super cool seeing all the fish here. But we wanted to swim around this area a little bit and show you guys some of what's under the water here in this area on this private beach area. And there's several resorts along this area as well. So there's several different choices of resorts and styles of resorts that you can stay in here. But they all looked really fancy, all the different resorts here. And it was a nice quiet area of Koh Samet, away from all the tourist area. The only problem with this area is that yes, there's no 7-Elevens, there's nothing. You're totally reliant on the hotel restaurants and cafes, unless you have a motorbike. You rent a motorbike or something like that where you can get around the island. So you can try renting a motorbike, and if you're going to stay in this area, that would be highly recommended. But I'm just going to say that outside of that, the water's beautiful here. It's just a great area to go swimming and really just chill out in. Anne was just carrying the life jacket because just a bit of floating device to help her with her swimming. Me, I just really wanted to test out the GoPro. I hadn't really taken it much out snorkeling since I've had it. I've done some other types of filming with it, but I hadn't really used the underwater feature that much on the GoPro, which I'd been looking forward to do. So I've been looking around for a decent snorkeling area for a long time. I did do some filming on Bali, but this was much better, this area. And you could tell, yeah, here we get to a section of the beach where it starts to get a lot of rocks under the water, and you get a lot of small sea life around here, and you might see some other things as well as we move on. There was a lot of this sort of coral type area as well, and it wasn't a huge amount of sea life here, but the water was just great to swim in. It was so nice. So you see a lot of these clams in the water, and they were massive. Like when you're getting up close to them, those clams are just huge. But one of the things I thought was cool about them was their colours. They just had all these really nice, cool colours on them as well. And there's a lot of them here amongst the rocks as we're swimming around. I actually hadn't seen ones this big before of these types of clams. And maybe you guys know the exact name for them or what they are. And I'm not sure whether people eat them or what they do with them, but yeah, they seem pretty cool. But yeah, so you get all these different sorts of coral features as well. There's not a lot of colours in the water as such, But it is nice just going along and filming and trying to capture some of the sea life. And you can see that even with the old GoPro 9, you're still getting a lot of clarity with your camera underwater. So that I was actually impressed with. We got to quite a deep area of the water as well, and as you can see some of the different colours on the clams there. That one was blue. I saw this thing in the water. Lucky I don't put my foot on that, or that's going to really hurt. But there wasn't many of them. There was just that one I saw as I was going around, I think. But yeah, there's just the clarity. I don't know what the latest GoPros are like the 11s, 12s, or how many ever it's up to. But it'd be interesting to know whether the clarity on the cameras underwater are better than the GoPro 9. I'm guessing they are. I'm guessing there's been some upgrades. But have a look at that clam. Just the colours on that thing. That's just awesome. I was so impressed. I was just floating in the water for a while. I did edit some of the footage. I didn't put it all up. But it does show you what you're seeing when you're just snorkeling around and swimming. The water's nice. You're just like floating amongst it. And there's not much of a current out there, which is good. And we were swimming right out to the edge of the boundary area as well, where it starts to go out to a little bit to the ocean, more to the ocean as such. But the currents were still pretty calm overall swimming in this area. Look at that one. It's just cool. And did go on an island tour of, I think it was like 4 or 5 islands around Koh Samed. And some of the snorkeling was just as good. And you got to see a lot of sea life. And the tour guides were taking photos of everyone swimming underwater for you and then sending them to you electronically so you could actually download them. So Anne had a lot of really good photos. See, look at the beautiful colours there. It's just, that's what I was fascinated with, was all these big clams in their varying colours and how beautiful they were just to look at underwater. And I didn't realise how beautiful until I saw the footage later. But yeah, no, there is, what I understand, whether it's scuba or snorkeling tours outside of around the different islands, which you can go out and have a bit of fun. There is a lot of water sports on the island, like your jet skis, like your big banana things they float behind. I think there was also that parachute one where they take you behind the boat. There was a few different activities outside of just walking around the island, enjoying the food, enjoying the nightlife. So if you want to get out in some of those water sports, then they are there too. I do highly recommend renting a motorbike though, if you can ride, because it's just going to be easier to get around town. Though you do have those buses, they can be a little bit infrequent and they're not on set times. They just come and go circling around the actual mountains themselves. But if you do love just relaxing by the beach, you love taking your snorkeling gear with you and going for a bit of a dive, then why not? It's really relaxing being in this water and just floating amongst it. I really enjoyed this couple of hours we were in the water. And actually I lost time of how long we were in the water for. It started getting dark by the time we left. And but luckily we'd rented a motorbike ourselves, so we went back. Except Anne, I think, rented the smallest possible motorbike we could order. And I found myself just every time it went over a bump, oh, your bum hurt on that motorbike, the small one we ordered. But yeah, look at that colour, that nice blue-grey. That looks cool. And but yeah, the island is beautiful. One thing I like about this island compared to some of the other tourist islands is that you can there's less people here. There really is. It's not as crowded. You haven't got those lines of people everywhere going to various tour items. Yes, you don't have the bar nightlife, so if you're after that big, heavy bar nightlife with all the bar girls everywhere, you won't find it on Koh Samet. You really won't. There's a couple of bars there which are probably more inclined to those people that like sitting with the bar girls, but there's not many on the island. And there is one nightclub place that we found where we had a bit of fun, which I showed in the first video, which was really good, and we enjoyed that. But it's a fairly quiet, peaceful island just to chill and relax on. Look at this clam. It's just cool. There were so many of those in the water. See, I'm just going up to them, filming them. I was just fascinated by the variety of colour, but also the fact that there was so many of them in this section of the water as well. Don't know what that pipe is. It's probably for something or another. But, yeah, I'm so chilled and so relaxed here. There's a lot of beach to relax on because it goes way out, as you can see. Like on that first video I filmed on the first day, you saw there was almost no beach. This is what it looks like when the tide's low. So there's a lot more areas just to walk along, chill out on and relax. And Anne was trying to catch these small crabs. She was having fun because the whole beach was just scattered in these small little crabs everywhere. And I don't know, just, you know, like little childhood curiosity. We were just having some fun, just like digging them up and playing with them. Come on, you got to be a kid sometimes. You got to have some fun in your life. And it doesn't matter how old you are, I should say. It's get in touch with pure mindfulness in its essence and just enjoy the moment and get back to just enjoying every little thing you see, smell, touch around you. I had walked up and down this beach several times in the days that I was actually there because it was just chilling, really, to walk up and down here, feet in the sand, walking down to the water. I didn't swim in this section of the beach, but I could have. I more just enjoyed sitting by the beach, walking along the beach, having a beer on the beach. I was just really chilling out here. The sunsets around this island are really beautiful, but there is apparently a lookout point you can go to where you can see the sunset from the other side of the island, where everyone tends to take their motorbikes and just sit and chill and enjoy that. But here we were back to playing with the crabs on the ground.
Small little crabs.
And, I don't know, the whole beach is just scattered in these things. And so I just went, just film a little, walk a little, enjoy. We were trying to determine whether we wanted to walk on the rocks around the edge of the island there, but we decided it was a bit too dangerous, so we didn't do that. But yeah, I just thought I'd film things, because you look at kids, if you're bringing kids with you, they're going to enjoy this evening part where they can just walk along the beach, catch the little crabs, dig things, make sand castles. So if you're coming as a family unit, it's actually not bad to just sit and chill by the beach with your kids. Though not all the hotels or resorts have swimming pools. So if you're after a swimming pool because you've got kids, then do your research. Find one that does actually have a swimming pool if you want to do that. But if not, there did seem to be a lot of various blow-up floating type devices that you could use with the kids in the water to have a bit of fun in the area. So we decided to take a bit of a stroll down the main street whilst it was actually getting dark, because we were looking for somewhere to eat as well. But there's a lot of motorbike rentals along here. There was bars, restaurants. That one on the right there, we ate at it a couple of times. It wasn't too bad, but we wanted to go further a bit down and see what else there was, because we didn't really explore these streets in the whole week we had been there. So we thought, let's go down and see whether there's actually any other nightlife around the main streets. And on the right here, it's a pity we didn't get a chance to eat there, because there seemed to be a lot of street food options there, and I sort of regret I didn't walk down the street a little bit further to try these particular places out. And so do explore and check out the areas, because there is a lot of eating areas. See, there's a lot of these little arts and crafts shops too, and swimming equipment that you can buy down the main street if you're with a family and you've got your young kids with you as well. But Anne wanted to check out the shops, and so she went in here just to look at various swimming clothes, really. That's all she was after. But I thought I'd take a walk through and just show you some of the things they sell in here, because if you're with a family or you're just as a couple, it's good to know what you can and can't buy on the island as well. There's no big shops on the island. There's just a lot of these small little boutique places located all over the island. And there's a lot of summer dresses, swimming equipment, guys, girls stuff all over the island here that you can buy in these small little shops. There was a few more of these sort of small little bars and restaurants all along here as we walked down during the night. So if you're here at night, don't just stick to the beach area too and the beach entertainment. Maybe go for a bit of an evening stroll, because the weather's not too bad. It's not too hot to walk at night. And you might find some places you can chill, have a beer, talk to the locals, get a massage. And we did get a massage along this particular road, and it was actually really good. I really enjoyed the massage along this street. And no, it wasn't one of those massages that you guys are thinking of. It was a normal massage, and it was actually really good tension out of the body that I enjoyed. A couple of girls standing over there, not sure what they're there for, but you can speculate. Or they could be just socialising. And on the left here, there was a few nice bars inside, a few people sitting inside them. And but once we got to about this point, we decided it was pretty dead, that we could see ahead. So we decided to turn around and look at some other areas. So this is on the way back. So I'm just showing you that side of the bar that I didn't look into. There was a few people sitting there at that bar. There was something going over here, so we decided to go check that out, because it looked like that's the temple area on the island. But yeah, there's again the bar on the other side. But we kept walking because we wanted to check out what sort of festival was occurring here. And as we walked into this temple area, there was a lot of street food for sale, drinks, beer, see people making their stuff in the woks, and all these lights and colour was all lit up. It looks like they've been doing some local traditional dance in the area here as well. But it was just all street food markets, lots of them. And so yeah, do explore the island at night because you just never know what's going on. And yeah, even if you're after drink, soft drinks, whatever you want, coconuts, and there was just different bugs that Anne was looking at that she was thinking of eating, but she found some street food a bit later as we walked down the street. So there's places to walk around and explore at night. It's not just about your hotel, though it's not as big as some of those other islands that you would go on with. There's lots of night activities. It's a fairly quiet, chilled vibe on this island. So don't expect too much. If you're out for partying and the nightlife, Koh Samed is probably not an island for you. But if you're after just romantic weekend away, or you're just looking to chill out as a family and not do anything too energetic, then Koh Samed could be for you, because it is a fairly peaceful, quiet island overall. Just saying. But then we went out exploring at night, and I don't know what Em was doing here. I was sitting there having a beer, and I got up and I saw this. I said, "What are you doing?" Oh, I think she was just playing with the crabs at night. But back on Koh Samet Beach here, you can see all the lights are lit up here along the water. And that's all the various bars, resorts, restaurants, all along the water here. So you've got lots of options at night as well along Koh Samet Beach if you just want to get a bite to eat. But yeah, let's give an overall review. In looking at Koh Samet as an island, when we went onto Agoda, the prices were pretty much ridiculous. At first I thought, oh, okay, it's generally an expensive island to actually stay on. But when I actually got here and I started walking around the various hotels and asking prices, of course at the front of the beach, you could be paying anywhere from $1,700, $2,100 and up for some of those sorts of hotels. But when I started looking around in detail, there's hotels just back from the beach for about 1,000 baht a night. And so you can get cheaper accommodation here. So, and what I noticed on Agoda, like the hotel we moved to for tonight is 2,100 baht a night. But on Agoda, they were charging nearly double for that same hotel. And usually Agoda or Booking.com and those things can actually be a bit cheaper. But what I noticed on this occasion, they were charging a lot more than the actual hotel rates. So there's a bit of a lesson there. Check Agoda and then call the local hotels. And that's how we've got a better deal. Though Anne's going, oh, we paid 2,100, we could have had 1,000 baht a night. Yeah, we could have, but I'm still happy with the room we've got. And I wanted to film it anyway, so I could show you guys a little bit of an upper market hotel where we're actually staying. And very comfortable. It's got reception, everything like that at the front. Has breakfast included for that 2,100. So I can't complain. Food you're going to find is a little bit more expensive here, especially along the beach. Only because everything they have to import here, and said even water they have to import here, just because it's not directly connected with the land. I could be wrong there. And this place is a national park, so there's no ATMs here. There is ways of getting cash, like you can go to the local hotel and you can say, hey, if I deposit money in your account, can you give me some cash? And they do that, and some of the drivers will even do that, we found, when Anne was actually talking to them. So you can withdraw money that way. Or there's money exchange places here if you've got other currencies on you that you want to exchange as well on Koh Samet. But yeah, do your research, ring up the hotels directly, find one in a location that you like, even if it is one step back from the beach. It's not a big thing. If it's 2-3 minutes walk to the beach, it's still just as good. So check them on Agoda, then go direct. And the Samet Beach is probably the best location in the sense of that all the shops here, all the restaurants are here. And you've got your 7-Elevens here, where if you go to some of those more boutique resorts on other areas of the island, you're not going to have local 7-Elevens or things like that, where you may be able to pick up some extra snacks, foods, drink, that sort of thing, and you're more reliant on the hotel. Now, the buses you can get around for about 50 baht each, You can move from location to location on the buses here. Or you can rent a motorbike, and we rented our motorbike for 300 baht a day. So there's some information on Koh Samed anyway. And yeah, and I'll keep filming some more whilst I'm here. But apart from those tips, let's get into showing you Koh Samet. And it is a beautiful island, and I'm definitely coming back here, but I'm just doing more research on hotels for next time. And there is some nice snorkeling areas. You can go on an island tour for about 700 baht each, which Anne went on with Fabian and Orr and Raphael, some of our other friends here. And there's also water sports if you want to go out on the surf skis, or you want to go out on those big banana things where the boats take you around, and yeah, areas to snorkel. There is a national park entry fee when you come into the island, but it's not much. You do have the option of catching a ferry here, which is a lot cheaper, or you catch the speedboats for about 400 baht per person, which is like a 10-15 minute speedboat ride to the island. So there's some options for getting here as well. But it is only like 1 or 2 big roads around the island. And so if you're on a motorbike, roads are pretty good. You can zoom up and down around the island as well. And you can get budget hotels on the island as well. Like this one across the road here, the BAAN MULAN Ban Mulan Hotel is about 800 baht a night for a room. And it's only 2 minutes walk to the beach that way. Those green buses you're seeing, they're your 50 baht per person buses that are going up and down the island, and they do this little bit of a loop around the island and come back. So there you go, there is budget hotels along here if you're after something cheaper. So yeah, that's the direction where the buses come from, the ferry. So they come up here. There's a whole bunch of little hotels, more budget ones along here. You got your massage, fruit shops, a lot of little restaurants, cafes, things you can buy for the beach, your 7-Elevens, they're all along here. And right that way, 2 minutes walk and you're on the beach to where all the beach resorts are as well. But they're a bit more upmarket. So our time here in Koh Samed is now over after spending a week here. And I'm just going to say that, yeah, it's actually quite a beautiful island. I don't mind relaxing here, and we thought that, well, one day we will come back. And it's not much of a drive from Chiang Mai at the end of the day. Probably about 9 hours on the road. And over there to the mainland, Rayong. But yeah, nice little island just to chill, relax on. Away from the hustle and bustle of major tourism. It is a tourist island, but it's not as big as your Phukets. They do have places to relax here, and directly opposite the area, you have places where you can get a bite to eat. So if we go out here, let's just have a look. So when you first get out of here, you've got to pay your fees, which is about 100 baht, 200 baht for adults and 100 baht for children to come onto the island as foreigners as well. And when you come out this way, like when you first come out, you'll come out at the other side there. You got your Cafe Amazon, so if you're needing decent coffee, you've got that. You've got another little restaurant over there, which has a variety of food. And you've got a 7-Eleven here where you can get some snacks as well when you first come out. Overall, the green buses there, they're the ones you're paying 50 baht for each. And they'll take you anywhere you want on the island, basically, I think. But I sort of recommend you hire a motorbike. If one of you can ride a motorbike on this island, I would say hire a motorbike, because it's going to help you get around. I nearly tripped over and hurt my ankle. That's annoying. And because motorbikes, you can get around quite easy on this island if you can zoom around. I've got to work towards learning how to ride a motorbike, actually. But I'm going to get something from 7-Eleven and then I'll come back out. Yeah, so coming on to the Piers experience, like we paid for the speedboat and it was 400 baht each, but I thought it was one way. It's actually two way to actually come to this speedboat. So we're just going to walk up here a little bit, do some filming, and then we'll come back. Looking at this. So yeah, you're paying for a return ticket when you get on these ferries. or you get on the speedboats. Some of the hotels do include the speedboat if you go into more of those upper market sort of hotels, just for the record. But let's walk right to the end here and see what this statue is all about. Obviously some people are catching the ferries. So those big blue ones there, they're a lot cheaper apparently than what we paid for the private speedboat. They take about 30 minutes to get across, where the speedboat's about 10 minutes. But let's go right up to the end. Just look at the main viewpoint here as we're leaving. But yeah, the cost of food's a little bit more pricey than the mainland. You kind of expect that because they do have to bring it all across from the mainland. So they charge a bit of a premium there. And I didn't see any real shopping centres here, to be honest. Maybe there is, and maybe I just didn't see them. But I just saw 7-Elevens and not much else. And a few different fruit markets along the way. It's an interesting statue here on Koh Samed. It's been made in the water. There's the mainland, the pier. You have got little resorts all along there as well. So wherever you go on this island, you're going to find different types of resorts depending on your taste and your need, I guess, and also budget. And if you want to stay here for more of an extended time, I saw they were renting units in various areas. But look at those ones over there, right on the water here. They're 1,000 baht a night just to be on the water there. No beach, but just after a bit of a sea view on this side, it's okay. That being said, beautiful. So overall, we enjoyed our week on Koh Samet. But if you like these sort of videos, please hit like and please subscribe as I continue to put up more videos on life in Southeast Asia and also my travels. Enjoy and have a beautiful day.